political parties have welcomed the recent enactment of a law urging the balancing of male and female candidate numbers in public elections. Fumio Kishida, policy chief of the ruling Liberal Democratic Party, described Wednesday's act as a precious first step toward increasing the number of women in politics. The focus will be on whether parties will follow up on the initiative with concrete measures. Their efforts will be tested in the upcoming nationwide local elections and the House of Councillors election next year. The new law states that political parties and groups should aim to make the number of male and female candidates as equal as possible. It calls for voluntary efforts, such as setting up targets, without stipulating any penalties. In 2010, the government aimed to raise the percentage of female candidates in elections for both houses of the Diet to 30% by 2020, but women accounted for only 17.7% of all candidates in last year's election for the House of Representatives, the lower chamber. The ratio of women in the lower house stands at 10.1%. In the upper house elections in 2013 and 2016, women accounted for about 24% of the candidates. The actual ratio in the chamber stands at 20.7%. In Germany, women accounted for 36.5% of all lawmakers in the lower parliamentary chamber in 2015 after parties in the late 1980s started introducing a quota system in which certain ratios of female candidates were fielded in national elections. In France, where moves toward sex equality gained momentum following the 1999 revision to the constitution, the ratio of women in both parliamentary chambers stands at 25%. The Constitutional Democratic Party of Japan, the largest opposition force, has proposed that a quota system for female candidates be introduced for national elections. The CDP had the largest proportion of female candidates in last year's lower house election at 24.4%. CDP Secretary General Tetsuro Fukuyama told a news conference Wednesday that the party welcomes women who hope to change politics. "We actively want them to come to us," he said. Speaking at a separate news conference, the LDP's Kishida said, "We must achieve concrete results through the new law." But political parties are likely to experience difficulties introducing concrete numerical targets or a quota system for female candidates because of the potential for objections from standing lawmakers, most of whom are men. Noritoshi Ishida, policy head of the LDP's smaller coalition ally, Komeito, highlighted the difficulty of setting a numerical target for female candidates in the nationwide local elections, which are the party's current focus. Nobuyuki Baba, Secretary-General of Nippon Ishin no Kai, another opposition party, said efforts need to be focused on creating an environment in which women feel more at ease running in elections. Setting up numerical targets and trying to meet them is like putting the cart before the horse, Baba said.